Man, when I tell you these aunties are the most messy, unprofessional, insensitive, delusional, unprofessional, and combative bunch of women I have ever seen in my life, these women got to be stopped at this point, y'all. Man, let me see. Today was episode 7. They had guest Big Freda on the show. This was a shit show. From the top of the show all the way to the bottom. The the episode starts out immediately like every other episode with Tokyo Tony talking trash to both of the girls, but this time it was mainly her directing that Carlissa, to the point where you just see her immediately like throwing threats at her, talking something to the effect of, "I'm gonna catch you after the show." And Carlissa was so irritated with it to the point where she was sitting on the couch and she just came out her shoes right there and got up and was like, "Nah, we can do this right now. Bring your ass here and I'll beat your ass right now." Um, and they kind of went back and forth for some more time. I'll say about a few more minutes. They going back and forth. You got the cameraman or the production crew, standing in the middle and making sure that they don't reach each other to actually throw any punches or anything. Now press pause. Here's the thing, like just with the body language, the energy and everything that was in Carlissa, she moved real smooth, might I add. It wasn't all super hype and jumping fast and all that, but it was just something about the smooth move she made and just the facial expression she had and her body language. She just got up like you, man. She came out them shoes like, bro, you know what, man? It was just like, I'm tired. It was just like her body language gave like, I'm just tired of this damn girl. Like, I'm about to wear her ass out. And that was just the energy she gave when she said it. So I'm telling you, man, I could feel it in my bone grizzle. I feel like Carlissa was gonna slide Tokyo. I really do. I feel like Carlissa was gonna slide that lady. Um, but of course, they didn't fight. Production got them to, you know, break it up or whatever. So they end up starting the show, calling Freda out there. Now, mind you, Freda can hear all this in the back, so she already know it's crazy. She come out there on edge already, but she still being a team player. She sit down, she being a team player. They trying to act like they got it all together, like they got it fixed. Oh, it's cool, we fine. We just a bunch of aunties. We got it, it's cool. Freda like, all right, y'all sure? All right, you know. Um, so they ask her about 3 questions or whatever. Now these 3 questions, I know Freda felt real offended with these 3 questions that they asked because they was the most basic questions that you could ever ask Freda. The 3 questions that don't nobody ask her because technically it's really not a question because we already know that this is a part of Freda's life. From the whole big Grammy thing, the Beyonce thing, to pretty much her being from New Orleans, and that's how she kind of came up. That's a given about her. And the fact that y'all really didn't know that she pretty much kind of had to tell y'all the story and explain to y'all how that happened, that's kind of weird. And it just makes me feel like y'all are so lazy when it comes to these guests that y'all have, because at this point, it definitely makes me feel like y'all about damn near didn't even know who the hell a Freda was before y'all knew she was invited to come sit on that couch with y'all. And that's weird that as long as y'all knew that she was coming out there to sit on that couch with y'all, not one of the 3 of you lazy heifers hopped on Google to just put her name in the search engine and at the very least read the damn Wikipedia page. Y'all so rude. Like, y'all don't do no research on these people that y'all have sitting on y'all couch. And I just think that is just disrespectful across the board, first of all. And after asking those few little questions, they start up arguing again to the point where Freda was only on the couch for about maybe 5-10 minutes before they bust out arguing again. And Freda like, you know what? I'm out. I'm done with this. I can't do this. Y'all, we could just reschedule or something because y'all got too much going on. This not what I came here for. I didn't come here for all this type of drama and all this type of stuff. Like, I just came to, celebrate y'all's celebrate y'all's platform with y'all, talk to y'all, sip tea with y'all, whatever y'all like to do. Just have a good old time and spread love to you beautiful black ladies. Woo, woo, woo. Just have Freda talking to these girls. And um, they still, arguing, showing it as being weird. Now, mind you, it's more so Carlissa and Tony, not Tia kind of just stuck in the middle half of it. She kind of just taking all the strays because she's a part of the team that's acting up at the end of the day. So Tia technically was not the problem. She never really has been. But yeah, to the point where Freda walks off. She walks off the set. She good. She out. They in there still arguing, production trying to get them to go run out and chase Freda and try to save the episode and save the show, to the point where when they do finally feel like they done arguing, they go run outside trying to chase Freda down. By the time they catch up to Freda, she in her truck with her cigarette and her tears crying because she feel like it's just a whole waste of time, which I definitely understand, because they definitely had you messed up. And I feel like it was just pure disrespect from the gate by just not doing their research of knowing anything about you before you came and sat on that couch anyway. They had you twisted from the very start. So you was right to be in that car with your cigarette and all your tears because your time was wasted. And you girls come out there still with this super high energy. All of y'all giving level 10 energy still, which is real loud yelling, even though it all it requires is an inside voice. Y'all yelling real loud and still talking loud. This boy trying to smoke this cigarette and calm down from everything that he just witnessed with you weird ass heifers. And y'all in his face begging him to come back. And against his better judgment, he decides to walk back in that studio with y'all. And again, shed love and light on y'all and let y'all know the type of energy he has and the type of time he is on. And y'all still got back on that couch with that man. Well, I'm sorry, I prefer to say with that lady. I prefer to say with that lady. I'm sorry, Freda, I don't mean to. I know you don't care about what anybody call you, but I prefer to call you a lady during this interview because you was the only person on that stage that was acting like a lady. You was more of a woman than them chicks will ever be, and they the real fish for real. That's the crazy part about it. Y'all can learn something from Freda. That girl got more class than you bitches will ever have put together, and that's facts. What else? They get back in there and y'all just continue with the disrespect. Now I don't know if this was on purpose or what, but y'all could see, if I could see in Freda's face, I know y'all could see in Freda's face that all these trifling ass super overly sexual questions that y'all took the time to Google them, to make note of, to ask her. Y'all asking her all this stuff when she just told y'all what type of time she on. She just trying to spread love, chill, giggle, and laugh with y'all and all that. That does not constitute asking what's a top and a bottom, and do you take it up the ass, and do you eat ass, and do you do, like, that is not what, that ain't the same thing. That's not giving the same vibe. Y'all was dead wrong for putting that lady in that uncomfortable position like that after she did a second favor for y'all, coming back in that studio and continuing to film with y'all, when she could have just said, no, I'm staying in my truck, get from off my truck so we could hit the gas on y'all ass. Like, that's rude. Y'all dead wrong for that. Matter of fact, with that being said, Freda, I'm so sorry on behalf of Zeus Network for putting you together with them girls. We didn't realize they was gonna be acting like that. We got them cheap from the halfway house, so they don't know no better. But it's given, we can't teach them because this 7 episodes in and these girls acting worse than they did on the first episode. They taking more of a backslide than anything else. It's given, we don't need these women no more. I hope y'all not making no more episodes because this is done. It's trash. And real quick, for the other 1 through 6 episodes, the first episode definitely was dope. Game had all them girls in a chokehold by their neck, so much so that he cleared calling Tony a ugly gremlin like 5, 6 times, and it went over her head every time, because that's how much of a chokehold he had them girls in, keeping them together and keeping them behave, because he knew that they was gonna act up. The other episodes from episode 2 all the way through 6, all those episodes was pretty much boring. They could have been better, except for the fact that there's no structure. Y'all lack structure. Everybody talking at the same time. Everybody going in circles asking the same question. Got these guests answering the same questions 2, 3 times over, and y'all still not listening to them answer, to the point where y'all just sitting there talking in circles, surrounded around one question the whole time, while talking over each other and arguing with each other and having sidebar conversations, all while the guest is trying to answer the 36 questions y'all threw at that person within 2 minutes. It's a lot. It becomes very overwhelming. I'll tell you one episode they could have definitely did without, which was the second one. That was Miss Netta, her 37 bumps, and Charles with them 2.0 Soldier Boy tell them sunglasses on. They definitely could have left them out, because that was just, that whole interview was trash. Akbar V and Mama D's interviews could have the potential to be better, but again, all the talking over and thinking that they know these people's lives. Y'all supposed to be asking them about their personal lives. Y'all, now when it gets to them folks, Akbar and Mama D, y'all feel like y'all know their life enough to tell them about themselves, and y'all mad because they cutting y'all off and telling you wrong. You can't tell nobody how they live their life. Y'all was too busy being messy in y'all own lives to know what was going on with them for real. That's why you're supposed to be asking and listening, not trying to tell them about them. Y'all got this all wrong. The 4th episode with Darius McCreary, I definitely feel like y'all had him messed up. Y'all owe him an apology too, because y'all had him messed up with all them disrespectful questions y'all was asking him. Every question that y'all asked that man was designed and surrounded around trying to get him to admit or slip up and say that he likes to have sex with men. And that man is not gay. He's not a homosexual. That man is very much a straight heterosexual man. And y'all feel like just because he has a platonic friendship with Sydney Starr's transgender self, y'all think that this man out here sleeping with trannies and like gay men, and that is not the truth. If he say he not gay, he not gay. Stop trying to make that man be gay. Every question y'all asked that man was disrespectful and surrounded around trying to make him gay. That is disrespectful. Now, if he would have went off on y'all ass, then he would have been well within his right, in my opinion. That's just how I feel. Anything else on these? Oh, another thing, back to Freda again. I'm sorry. I really feel like they got you messed up. They did you very wrong. From the beginning all the way to the end of the episode. Y'all definitely need to be reaching out to her, giving her all the I'm sorries. At this point, I feel like y'all slick owe her triple the fee that y'all agreed to originally pay her, just on the strength of her being able to decide to go against her better judgment and come back on that set and still endure at least 15 more minutes of constant disrespect and putting her under this uncomfortable light. Like, that was so rude. That was so disrespectful. Y'all need to do better. I don't see it for a season 2. I hope y'all don't see it either. And if y'all do see it, it needs to be with somebody else, because quiet as is kept, and I know y'all already know this, and all y'all did wrong for having that lady walking around here, parading her all around here like y'all show pony. But all y'all know that something is really wrong with Tokyo Toni. It is very apparent that that lady is suffering some sort of a mental illness, and y'all got her dry lipstick and them synthetic wigs out here making a mockery of herself in front of all these daggone people, and it's gonna ultimately bring everything down, because she is definitely unraveling it. She's getting worse and worse, and her behavior is just unmanageable, and y'all know that. I feel like y'all been knew that from when she was on China's show on this same network. But whatever, y'all gonna keep using her as a show pony, but just don't say nothing when everything backfire. All right. That's all I got on that for the Auntie podcast. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna do a review on the next episode or whatever, because just the way he was doing that wiggle dance turned me off from the whole episode. But whatever, we'll see. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm out.